Alrighty, welcome everybody. My name is Alfie, aka Pujitsu, and I'll be on the mic with you tonight. And I want to welcome you guys to BattleGrappling 7, Tri-Cities Drift. With me today as my co-host, I have a man who needs very little introduction in this area, Mr. Alex Laramie.
Oh, pleasure to be here, Alfie.
Right on. Alex is the owner and operator of the facilities that we're in today, Evil Octopus Jiu-Jitsu. Also with me, who will be speaking somewhat, but not a whole lot, because she's also busy doing a bunch of other stuff like running a grappling show. We have Laura Carter.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right. If you didn't hear, we have a lot of sponsors today. I'll be shouting them out throughout the night. But we're getting straight into our first match on the heavyweight women's quarterfinal round. So we have Rachel Robinson and Kola Shippentower.
Yeah, and just so you know out there, this is going to be a double elimination bracket, which means even if one of these ladies lose, they have an opportunity to win through the loser's bracket and still fight for that championship.
Yeah, we've done one of these before, and we've actually had that happen before. A woman lost in the very first round and was able to get her way back into the finals. Still left with the silver.
Kola coming out there pretty aggressive. Looks like Priscilla engaging some hand fighting. Get the underhook. Kola's worked to an angle here. She's in a good spot, but has to worry about some judo. Priscilla counters that body lock position really good and ends up on top with the takedown.
It is Rachel Robinson.
Oh, I'm
Who's
sorry.
on top, yeah. Priscilla got a bye, so we'll be seeing her in the semifinals.
I'm so sorry, Rachel. Well, Rachel had an excellent takedown there. But Kola worked really well to get back into a sort of single leg position.
Yeah. Rachel Robinson out of One Jiu-Jitsu Lake Elsinore, and Kola Shippentower out of Siri BJJ.
Yeah, Siri, one of the big local gyms here in the area. Kola actually, I believe from the Pendleton area, her team being here, but also a big proponent on the reservation, and it's pretty awesome. She does a lot of stuff for them. Ooh, nice roll. Kola
Beautiful
counters that
sweep.
position. And just so people out there, a lot of these tournaments, we don't have any points here, so we're just submission only. So these ladies, even though they get into good positions where they would score points in other tournaments, we're looking for the finishes here.
Yeah, these are 10-minute rounds as well for all of these matches. We have 3 brackets for you guys tonight. We have a 16-man trio tournament. We ran the first round of that earlier today, free on YouTube. If you guys are interested to go and watch the first round of it, a lot of highlight reel moments and a lot of great matches.
Super exciting. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see that play out later.
Yeah, we have this 8-women double elimination bracket.
Oh, Rachel does a good job countering that attempted back take. Ends up back on top in side control. Looks like they're going to reset him in the center of the mat.
Classy Cleggett always working to make sure our athletes stay safe.
Good reset. Good reset there.
Yeah.
Resets are tough because it's never, when you reset, it's never the same position that you're in.
Yeah.
There we go. Both these girls have had some positions of advantage and then immediately reverse. So it's a pretty good even match right now.
It is. It'll be interesting to see what happens as we get deeper and deeper into this round.
Yeah, 10 minutes is a long time, and we're only a couple minutes in. Looks like about 3-minute mark here. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a little high to finish there.
Yeah. Cola's doing a good job of keeping that hand back across her center line, not letting her hand get flattened out.
Yeah, that Americana attacking that shoulder joint. Typically, in most mobility, we're going to need to get that elbow towards the hip to really start to limit that range of motion and attack the shoulder. But you can finish it up high depending on your opponent's mobility.
And we actually saw a shoulder get popped earlier today in the same thing.
Oof.
Yeah. Oof.
Doing a good job. And Kola doesn't want to get flattened out here. She's trying to attach and start to work in, being on her side. Rachel really would like to flatten Kola out and then start to isolate those limbs, but Kola's being very stubborn and doing a good job. Looks like she's trying to keep that arm isolated.
It is nice. Kola doing a great job of working off of her back, not letting herself get flattened out.
Yeah, it was a good job. Almost countered it. Rachel did a good job of resetting back in, and we're kind of keep playing this back and forth right now. Looks like Rachel really wants that Americana, but Cola's doing a good job keeping her hands together and staying on her side. And again, we have a lot of grappling left. We're not even in the halfway mark yet, and that really starts to play a toll here, especially with all these scrambles. It's a lot of energy.
Yeah, some solid pinning work here. Rachel trying to do her best to expose whatever she can here. Kola is so explosive, so even if it looks like she's completely pinned, she's been able to work her way up and out quite a few times now.
It looks like a neon belly looking for the mount, but Kola did a good job, was really aware, attaching that leg. There we go. In this position again, flatten him out and then looking for arm isolation, and Kola is just not letting her do that right now.
With how much time that they have left, what do you think, Alex? Like, would you just focus on the pin and just getting her flat, grinding her out, but trying to misalign the spine a little bit before working for submissions,
Yes.
or what do you think?
I would say after doing the Josh Barnett seminar with you, just holding someone and sapping their endurance, man, that plays a huge role.
Yeah.
Right now, Cola's got a lot of fight in her, but if she gets flattened out and she really has to continue to work like she is right now, that's a lot of energy, and that plays its role. And every time she has to use that energy, she gets a little bit easier and easier to potentially get submitted. And right now, she's doing a great job, but it's going to play its role here in the next couple minutes.
Yeah. We have about 4 minutes left to go in this, and if this match does end up going the distance, we are running an EBI-style overtime. 3 2-minute rounds, top, bottom. If you're watching this, I'm sure you already know the rule set, but we'll explain it more as we get into it.
Yeah, and then again, that overtime, if you're tired, it can play a big role as well. So she did a great job. Cola's back in the fight, getting standing up. She's just got to be careful of that. Looks like,
Ooh.
Rachel, kind of an Uchimata counter, but Kola did a good job of reversing it.
Yeah.
Now, need to be a little bit patient here. Last time Kola had one hook, she got kind of countered off, so
yeah,
she's a little high. If she can sit her weight back or get some kind of underhook control, maybe a quarter Nelson.
Quarter Nelson for sure.
Rachel did a good job of clearing that first hook. Kola sat back now. She's in a much better spot. And she's really trying to open that space and look for back exposure to get her hooks in and start to attack that neck, it looks like.
Yeah, I like how she's using this. What is this? Cowboy ride?
Yeah.
Crab ride style? Yeah.
Now kind of moving into more of a referee's position. Now, I like that, trying to open up that leg, that external hip rotation. That's just, right now, Rachel just being tight. Kola needs to get inside that space.
About 2.5 to go. Some heavy scrambles here, man. They're still moving. We're almost 10 minutes in, and they are still moving.
Yeah, and then, we got to think, too, this is a bracket. So these women have more matches coming up. And even if they lose, and that's going to play a toll, having a tough 10-minute scramble fest like this is so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, your knees and your feet in this position, imagine they're like 4 points on a chair. Kola needs to start to either open up some space to attach herself to it or start to break her down, which did a good job of getting her on her back. There we go. She's got her shoulders flat, but still inside that half guard.
Yeah. With only 2 minutes to go, you have to wonder what the strategy is going to be in here. She's going to try to work to submit from inside the half guard, which we've seen before, or she's going to try to pass. She's got both arms overhead, so if she does choose to pass the mount, she has both arms already isolated.
Look at that Americana possibly.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, she's trying to isolate that limb. That's the threat of the submission also helps the pass, but being attached sometimes is she can't free her hips.
Yeah, and it looks like Rachel does have a lockdown.
Okay, and what we're talking about there is that entanglement on Cola's legs is very tough to remove, and it lets her kind of, Rachel, push Cola's weight down, so it's very hard to detach. She's working hard. She's got a minute left. And
a minute left. It's a solid
grip. Oh.
I mean, with how much sweat we got, it's not a surprise that grips are slipping here and there.
Yeah.
Heavy frames on the face.
Both these girls are, Cola's definitely fighting for it. She doesn't want to go to OT. She's got a good double wrist control. She's got to start to bring that elbow down to the hip to attack that shoulder joint. She has a possible wrist lock there, too.
Does. Down to 40 seconds.
Ooh.
Submission being applied.
Rachel is fighting it. Oh, she's trying to get some back exposure.
Yeah, at this point, with 30 seconds left, I would try to go for the arm instead. Even the back take itself could take up to that long, but still working on isolating those arms. Americana City.
Oh. Both these girls doing a good job. Really aware of when they're in a threat.
5.
It looks like we're going to OT.
OT. I'll get us an unofficial clock going on this just so we can keep track for ourselves.
So now what's going to do is Hunter's going to flip that coin, and whoever wins gets to decide if they want to attack or defend first. They have the choice of 2 positions, spiderweb, which is like your arm bar position, or the back. Now they're given up to 2 minutes to ride time. Their goal is to get a submission. If they get a submission, we stop the timer. But again, ride time plays a role. So if the other person escapes, they're going to switch positions and do it again, like a top and bottom of a baseball inning. If at any point one of them gets a submission, then it's basically over. If it's at the top of the inning, the other person has equal to or less time to get a submission, they can win. And after 3 rounds, if no one gets a submission, it's whoever has the least amount of, or the most ride time?
Most amount of ride time.
The most amount of ride time is going to be declared the winner.
Yeah.
Whatever happens in this bracket, though, they will get a second chance to come back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we'll see both these ladies again. It's time to see if the hard 10 minutes, if that's going to play a role in terms of their conditioning. Both women breathing hard, but they're not too bad. So Kola chooses a spiderweb position. Trying to disconnect those arms. She's got it straight, but no leg over the head. She's losing it, and she's out.
Oh, what am I doing with my unofficial clock? You guys can see. Look at that. Magic Man Obi-Wan Clark.
Oh, dude.
Single and ready to mingle.
Yes.
How's it on the screen for you
He
guys?
knows how to tell time.
Yes, that's great.
He'll never be late for a date.
If you're looking for a white belt with a black eye, Clark is your man.
He also has a heart of gold.
He can fix your computer.
Yeah, you can fix your computer. He can stalk your exes for you.
All right, so Priscilla chooses back control. We haven't really seen her on the back of Kola.
Rachel.
Kola looking to attack the legs first. There's 3 battles going on in this position. There's a leg fight, a hand fight, and a head battle.
Yeah, Kola keeps dropping her hands to adjust those feet.
That can be dangerous, but it seems to be okay with her right now. Doesn't look like Rachel is really... Oh, she's going to an armbar, and she's out. What do we got? What's our unofficial on there? Pretty close?
Yeah, 13 to 25. Looks like Kola has a little bit longer of the ride. Yeah.
Okay, so now Cola's going to choose. Looks like she's going to go to the back this time. Yeah, her coach over there, Wes, telling her, get some ride time and everything, just in case. It's, sometimes the strategy-wise, going for the submission, we all want to see it, but if you go too fast and your partner escapes, you're going to lose via ride time. Lost that bottom hook.
Good.
She's getting her.
Rachel got her hips out and her back
she's out. That was fast.
A good sense of urgency for Rachel on these escapes.
Both of these ladies very familiar with the EBI format and the OT.
Yeah, you can tell. And just both of them very difficult to settle any position on. The entire match has been hard to control. I think Kola had the best shot in that kind of half guard to mount position, but really neither athlete in any position of control too long. A good testament to the escape power of their opponent.
Yeah, right now Rachel's ride time is, or fastest escape time is so far less than even the first round with Kola.
Cola's almost out, and he's out. There we go. We're looking to clear that arm. So as long as that submission threat at the armbar is gone, even if one of the athletes gets in the mount position, it's done. There's an escape.
Yeah, Classy Claggett really likes to make sure that the grips are completely out, that there's no control by the time he calls time. So he emphasized in the rules meeting, hey, if you think you're out, it does not matter. Keep working until I call it.
Okay, so she went to the back. She's going back to the spider web.
She did have a pretty decent attempt on that arm on the first round.
Yes. Very close. She just needed a little bit more control over the leg over the head. There you go. She's
she's
kind
got
of
the
addressed the
hands
grip.
separated.
It's
She
free.
still needs the leg over the head.
needs over the head. Oh,
And she's out.
And that control is out.
So we got another 12, so 35. So essentially, it does not. This last round does not matter. Rachel should have this on fastest escape time. But
Kola needs
you
a
can't submit.
very fast escape.
Yeah.
She needs to really go for it. Fighting the hands. She's got kind of an angle. She's got her shoulders free. She's turning, and she's out.
So regardless of that time, you're at a total of 50 seconds and a total of 35 seconds of escape time. So it looks like Rachel is taking this one and advancing.
Hey, great job to both
But
athletes.
Kola is not out. She will head to the next bracket, and she will actually have a bye in that bracket.
Yeah, and you can't dock. I think Kola showed very good jiu-jitsu, really neck and neck with her the entire time. It just came down to maybe strategy at the end there, and so the tides could definitely turn if these ladies face each other again down the road, which is a possibility given the double elimination.